talking about today, guys? We're going to take a first quick look at the Sencut Actium. So not much to say right now. So you know what to do, guys. If you're watching on headphones, turn down the volume because here comes a little bit of music. A knife. This is Mr. Ballin. He is a former Navy SEAL that got medically discharged, medically retired from the military, and started a YouTube channel. He's got great content. It is a lot like that chapter, except this guy does it in a story format where he basically tells you the story. It's really incredible. It's a lot of fun to watch. So go give him a like. There'll be a link in the description down below. You know, supporting my fellow veterans and channels that I love. So, guys, this is the Sencut Actium. Now, I'm not 100% sure about the origins of the company and things like that, but I will tell you that from what I understand, it is basically Civivi's budget line. So, you know, we started Civivi, and I think Civivi now has its own budget line. So basically, it's like having three separate companies from the one parent company of We Knife Company. From what I'm seeing, this is pretty nice. So not to waste a whole lot of time pontificating about it, because there's not much to say, because I haven't looked up any specs, I haven't looked up anything. It's been out of the box and in my hand a couple times. I talked about it in a video with Jared, but it has not really been used or carried. So let's go ahead and meet up down at the counter and take a good close look at it. All right, guys, this is the Sencut Actium. Not much to talk about because I just had it come in. Sorry, guys, it's an exceptionally loud day to try and film. A lot of stuff I'm going to have to try and remove in post. So this came in from Jared over at Neves Knives. This is in D2 steel, black hardware, steel liners with ceramic detent. That's all I can tell you right now. Black screws, but the liners are not black. This is in that same burgundy G10 that the Civivi brazen was done in. Great, great knife, guys. The review for this comes out today as I'm filming this. So this is a fairly hollow ground knife. It's not super hollow ground, fairly decent hollow grind with a clip point blade, nice thumb ramp harpoon look to it. It's got some pretty good aesthetics. It's done in D2 steel. We'll see. I like D2 steel. It takes a really good edge, but the only thing about it is in use, you got to keep it oiled because it will start to rust. Thumb studs and flipper tab action on this seems pretty good. Like I said, I'll find out more about the actual company Sencut. From what I understand, it's like Civivi's budget line, even though Civivi was Wee's budget line. I really don't know how that works. So nice. I've seen a knife. I remember having a Civivi knife that came in. I'm not sure if it's the same one or a Wee knife that came in that looked very, very similar. I will have to go back and look. I'm noticing these same markings. And so I'm not sure if this is just a reiteration of a previous knife that was done either under Civivi's moniker or We Knife Company's moniker. I don't know. Pocket clip, it's that typical Civivi, We kind of deep carry pocket clip. You're never going to find one of these that I like. I know that people complain, they say I'm hypercritical about pocket clips. I just don't like deep carry pocket clips, and I especially don't like pocket clips that move. This one is fairly stable for being skeletonized. I will say this knife is really light. So at first blush, this is a knife that should speak to you. Now, I did talk about that pocket clip standing up proud. It's not so uncomfortable. It's really not uncomfortable. Forward choil is not real deep. And I have this, it just kind of feels like I could slip up and out of it. But if you get up in it with that thumb and you're using it properly, it feels pretty capable and pretty stable. It doesn't feel like I'm going to slip up onto the edge. Like I said, nice grind on it. It is an attractive knife. So we'll just have to see, guys. This was just the first impressions. That's really all we got to talk about. I do like the blade shapes. I like those knives that have multiple facets that you can see and they catch the light. Really nice looking satin on this. So yeah, this was what was on the, in case you guys were in the live feed this morning that I was doing the live sharpening, this was what was sitting kind of just out of out of frame and I had picked it up a couple times, you might have heard me flipping it. I was just trying to see how I like the flipping option. I do like these thumb studs. I will say, first impressions, those thumb studs are great, and they're far enough back that even if you're trying to sharpen, I've had knives that come in that the thumb studs were kind of tall like this, and then they got in the way of sharpening. But where they're at on that knife is not a single problem. I've actually had knives that I had to take the thumb studs off to sharpen properly because they just were so tall and in the way. Not on this knife. Nice broad blade. So, all right, guys, I will meet you guys up top for some final thoughts. So like I said, guys, pretty attractive knife, pretty comfortable in hand. We'll get into some actual full review after I've carried this for a few days. I'm actually going to shoot later today the Civivi Imperium full review on that, because I have carried it, used it gently because it's not my knife, and it hasn't been given to me for like hard use and things like that. So, and apologize for any background noise you heard. We have new neighbors. They just moved in. They're having deliveries made. So, you know, it's just unavoidable. I still have to film. I still have to get this stuff done for you guys. So, apologize for any background noise. I can't really do anything about it because I film in my garage. Guys, if you like the videos, give them a thumbs up. If you don't like the videos, give them a thumbs down. But please try to tell me why. Don't just leave a random thumbs down and not explain anything, unless you're that person that just hates everything I do, supposedly, but watch everything I do. So, you're still a fan. If you really like the videos, there's multiple ways you can support the channel. Simply sharing the videos would be amazing. Sharing them with people that enjoy things that you enjoy. If you want to do a financial, monetary support of the channel, there's a couple ways to do it. You can join as a full member, which we have more members now than I've ever had. I think we're at 30 paying members now, which is amazing. But there's also an option, if you just like a video, you can drop a super like, which is like a super chat. You guys have seen those in live feeds when I don't have a bell, so I just smack my thermos with a piece of metal. Those are all great ways if you can support, but just watching the videos, liking them, and sharing with people is every bit as good. Like I say, if you can't support them financially, still support the channels you love. Guys, I love you all. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. I stole that from Ken, Cinnamon Toast Ken. I'm sorry, but it's a really good line. Couldn't help it. Keep it clean in the comments section, guys. I love you all. Follow the stuff in the corners and other videos that might lead you places. Jared's channel is going to be linked. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.